You know, it sure seems like a nice day to just go out and to defeat a dictator. So I thought I'd run over to my local hardware store to see what could help me out with my new goal. Let's go in and see how much dictator defeating stuff we can come up with for 10 or 15 bucks. Do you have anything that you'd recommend for defeating dictators?
Wait, this way.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I know. I said that.
Oh, good.
The brush axe is pretty awesome. I've gotten good feedback.
That's this here.
Yeah, I've gotten good feedback on guys from this thing. Just because, like, feel how light it is.
Wow.
Yeah. And the hook blade helps because it'll actually grab the
Dictator?
if you come through it.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
Where that one's just gonna hack and cut.
Hack
that
and
one's
chop.
more of like you work it like backhand,
And a bigger
overhand.
swing, yeah.
And this one you can come sideways,
And
you can come
hook it.
overhand, you can come that way.
Right.
They're
Okay.
both blades that you swing around wildly. You know, protective gear,
Right.
of course.
But this might, since it's shorter, that might be.
That, you know,
little bit.
it all depends. Depends on how close you're standing and the next guy swinging his machete too. And you can feel the weight of this machete.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a lot heavier, and
Yeah.
when you're doing work, you know, sometimes
Sure.
the weight of the tool, yeah, after a while,
Works
whacking down.
on dictator.
Yeah,
Work here. Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Nah, it'd be too messy for trying to defeat dictators. What kind of rope do you think would be best for dealing with dictators? Use. Oh, there we go.
Have your weight capacity?
Yeah. You can hold up to maybe about 170, 200 pounds. Okay, let me think about it then.
Okay.
Thanks. Nah, too old-fashioned for modern dictators. Oh, wait a minute. Before looking more for something to defeat dictators with, I guess the obvious question is, which dictator deserves to be defeated first? Okay, here's some hints. See if you can guess who it is. Hint number 1, he doesn't think he has to live by his own country's laws. And no, it's not Fidel Castro. Hint 2, he allows his military to go into its citizens' homes without a warrant, to take them away for any reason, then detain them indefinitely in an unknown location without any legal recourse to become free again. If you're thinking Hitler, you'd be wrong. Okay, the third hint is he supports electronically spying on its citizens, and it's not Libya's Gaddafi. Here's another hint. He wants his government to control its citizens' use of the internet, and it's not Korea's Kim Jong-il. See if hint 5 helps. He allows its tax collectors to revoke its citizens' passports. If you still don't know, how about another hint? Hint 6 is he requires a full-body search of its citizens before they are allowed to travel. And no, it wasn't China's Mao Zedong. If you're still not sure, hint 7 is he kills its citizens in foreign countries and kills innocent families in foreign countries using remote-controlled machines and boasts about his assassinations. If you were thinking that was Saddam Hussein, you'd be wrong. Okay, here are some last give-it-away hints. Here we go. He makes its citizens' religion do things they don't believe in. He tells his country's banks and automotive companies what to do, and it isn't fascist Mussolini. And he calls his administrative staff czars after the Russian name for dictator, but it isn't Stalin. Also, he forces its citizens to purchase government-chosen health insurance. And finally, he doesn't believe he has to follow his country's rule of being a natural-born citizen to be eligible to become its president. Now, this list of his dictator accomplishments goes on and on and on, and there are a lot of world dictators out there to pick from, and the mainstream media would lead you to believe that the top tyrant and dictator that deserves to be defeated first is off in some dusty foreign country, but they are absolutely wrong, because the correct answer is, as you most likely already know, and our top pick wannabe dictator to defeat first, Barack Hussein Obama. And yes, even Hitler would be impressed and proud of Obama's dictator accomplishments so far. Okay, back to finding something to use in defeating our chosen dictator. Yeah, I'm wondering if you could help me find something that would fight off dictators and tyrants in this country.
All of our poisons are over here.
Is there anything particular you'd recommend?
For dictators. Let's see. Are you looking more for a liquid or solid?
What do you think would work best?
I would say probably this. It says here that it works for dictators, tyrants and political puppets. That should do the job for you.
Okay, good. Thanks for your help. I'll look around a little bit more. Maybe good for dictators, but it's probably bad for the environment. Nah, too bloody. They seem to work in the movies, but not with an extension cord. Oh, what do we have here? No trespassing. Keep out. These have worked over the years to keep the wrong and harmful people away, and one's life and property private and secure. So let's see. By definition, America is freedom, and a dictator is against freedom. So therefore, a dictator would have no business being in America. In fact, any tyrant or dictator found on American soil would strictly be trespassing and should be found, caught, prosecuted, and kicked out of this country immediately. Okay, I think these just might do the job. Let's grab what we need and get on with defeating a dictator today. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm getting these to help keep tyrants and dictators out of this country.
3, 4, 5. Great. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, look at that. Dictator resistance on a budget. What we got from the hardware store. This is what we decided we'd use to stop our wannabe dictator. We got some traditional private property keep out, no trespassing signs. We're going to fix up with a little colored masking tape and markers, change the wording, and add a picture of our favorite wannabe dictator. So let's get started. What we do is decide which wording we want, like in this one. Posted private property, hunting, fishing, trapping, for any purpose is strictly forbidden, visitors will be prosecuted. I think what we'll do, and you can be creative on this, but we'll say posted, free country, tyrants, dictators, political puppets are strictly forbidden and will be prosecuted. And we'll put infowars.com on the bottom. So here, I'll get going and show you what we come up with. These kind of signs are recognized easily and have been around for years in keeping out poachers and vandals and vagrants and assorted riffraff, which is really what we're trying to do politically. They may seem a little low-tech, but this way no one should have an excuse to resist a little tyranny in their spare time. Now remember, defeating tyrants and dictators can be fun and a lot easier than one might think. And besides, who said you couldn't defeat a wannabe dictator with a little arts and crafts? Alright, now it's time to get out there and do some posting to stake out our territory of freedom and let wannabe dictators know they're trespassing.
One way or another, I shall have deliverance. I shall have
time to chase dictators out of our lives and out of this country. If you're in America and you are part of its freedom and you have a responsibility like me to keep it that way, start by letting anti-freedom dictators know that they are trespassing in this country and that they will be caught and removed. There's not 1 inch of this free country where dictators are not considered trespassing, so put up your own signs everywhere. You too, with the help of your local hardware store, can defeat a dictator today. And who said defeating a dictator had to be expensive and no fun?